Blessed afternoon, friends, folks. We're here at the Bear Short Hunter IronChurch, blasting off on isolation on biceps with a touch of forearms here on the Swiss bar. And demonstrate some warm-ups here. But before we do anything, we have to live hearts before iron, as iron sharpens iron. So God sharpens you, sharpens me, brothers and sisters. So let's get on this. We have Psalm 49, straight from the giant killer, David, who killed Goliath with ease. He picked up 5 stones, but only needed 1. And after that, all the Philistines were on the run, because that's what demons do when you stand up for the Lord. All the demons run away, because that's what they train to do when the light comes upon the world, and the darkness can never comprehend it. And another thing they can't comprehend is a rich man with no understanding. You don't believe me? Well, here's what the word says. The living word speaking against the spirits of death. Psalm 49:20. A man who has riches without understanding is like the beast that perish. What do beasts do? Well, they feed us for one. Another, they plow the ground so that we can be fed. But a beast will die. And the beast ain't like us. It can't speak. The man who has riches without understanding is like the dumb beast. Beasts are dumb, yo. Cows are dumb. They're dumb. You know? But you're even dumber if you go up and pat them on the head and pet buffaloes and all this. You're dumber than them. And you're a human with a mind, and you can speak and you can act on the word of God. But a bull, go ahead, go pet them buffaloes. See what happens to you. You don't see Indians doing that ever. They fed us, so we knew they were beasts. But a man who has riches with no understanding, that is a man or a woman who has many materials and thinks they're a self-made person. But the thing is, they don't manage the resources. The resources manage him. You cannot serve God and mammon, so what's it going to be? As for me and my house, we serve the Lord, who gives us what we have, fully equips us for the battle. So we get back in the saddle and we are fully satisfied with what we have. You know, I might just be a trash man. Don't make $36,000 a year, but what I got is the Lord in my heart that gives me love. There's a lot of rich people out there don't know what that's about. Look at the orange man himself. All right, I'm going to leave that one right there. Now, Bi-Cep Warm-ups. Get you a band and this is kind of a sub for preacher curls. I'm not a fan of preacher curls. You ever notice? You ever see their bicep muscle roll up in their arm? Yeah, big dudes, man, muscular dudes. I ain't seen it happen to a woman yet, but I'm sure it has. And it's usually on the stupid preacher bench. Then you do behind the back. I'm not going to demo them. Now, I'm not a fan of the preachers. I mean, I'm a fan of preachers, but not preacher curls. So, I'm going to mess around my bench here, which really ain't meant for this. But you got to be innovative. And this is what I found out. So I got a big frame. In here like so. Oh yeah, duh, wrong arm. Staggered position. Since I'm like this, I can feel the different heads. So what I was doing, first I started doing regulars. I can feel that head. And then I buried it. And I just straight hammers. Which is what Davis Diley, he demos. But I want to mess around. So I buried them all. Don't listen to what all an influencer says. You do what they say. Discard what you don't like, what don't work for you, and go with what you know. But I guarantee you, when you know the Lord, you'll be guided to the right things. Ooh, that will help you build. As iron sharpens iron. Ah, yeah, buddy. Just a little warm up, nothing but a little 10-pounder here. Ain't always about heavy. Ain't always about heavy. There's a time to love and there's a time to hate. Sometimes heavy things come your way. The death of a loved one. Hardest thing for me was burying my wife. And then there's light ones, you know. The kid got in a little bit of trouble. But this or that. But no, there's a time of peace and there's a time for war. And when you know God's peace surpasses all understanding, you will manage your resources. That proverb won't be about you. It'll be about someone that you're praying for. So they see His way higher than all ways. And they can do right with their money. They can do right with what they have. Get to others. That's what it's there for in the first place. Be blessed in your iron journey. Hi over there.